Hi everyone, this is Tiffany and I'm back with another video. It's a tutorial on how to achieve this kind of fall, wintry look. Kind of vampy, kind of dark, using the new Danessa Myricks Lightwork Volume 3 palette and some other products that I hadn't got around to really trying so far. So I hope you enjoy this. Um, Stay tuned for the tutorial. Okay, so we're going back in. This is another look with the Danessa Myricks palette, as you can already tell, probably by the header of this video. I haven't named it yet, so just like the last video, there is no crease shade, so I'm going in with the only shade that could really work as a crease, which is the shade Black Hole, which is a black. It's got some shimmer, but the shimmer doesn't really translate onto the eyes. And I'm using the same pencil brushes I used last time. I didn't even bother doing anything with it because I knew I was going back in with black. And so you want to take your time with black eyeshadows, just like I've said before. And if I'm saying it again, just in case you haven't watched my other video where I swatch and do a tutorial using this palette, you want to use a little and then build it up if necessary. So I've only dipped twice. This last time was just barely anything, and we're going to use the shadow that is already on the brush to blend out. I'm just following the natural shape of my eye, which is slightly almond, so I just extend it out a little bit because I like extending my feature. I think it's super flattering. And then I was using just the shape of my eye to go ahead into the crease and blend what eyeshadow was on the brush. I just dipped in again, and when I dip in, I'm like barely touching it because it's so pigmented. If you sit there and you touch it or you touch it hard, like it's gonna produce kick up because some of these shades are a little bit powdery, not in a bad way. I mean they're pigments, so pressed pigments, so they're gonna kick up a little bit. But also you'll get too much product on your brush, and it's better to work with a little, add more, because you can't take away unless you wipe it away, and then you're going to be starting all over. So I'd already primed my eyelids. I used a foundation. I used this Super Stay by Maybelline. I've been wearing it a couple times. It's not my favorite, but I'll use it for filming. Like, I wouldn't wear this foundation outside because it kind of clings to dry patches, and I don't think you can tell so much in this. Um, no, I can't see it, but sometimes it's like that, and it can be patchy. So, like, I actually had to work with it to get it to not be patchy today. So, build it up to the intensity that you like. Uh, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other eye. Like, I'm happy with this. I like that it's a little bit blown out. It's probably going to get a little bit blown out, a little bit more blown out, or blended, some would say, um, than it is currently. But just be patient. Like, there's no, like, unless you're in a hurry. But usually I like to try and set aside plenty of time, at least an hour, to do my makeup because I like taking my time. And half the time, I also don't have a plan of where I'm going. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing today. Except for I know that I need to have a shade down that is not shimmer. Because I don't want to do all over shimmer. I mean, I used to do that in the past, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. It's just not me anymore. Sometimes in the spring and summertime, I might do like one shimmer shade all over the lid, blend it out a little bit, but not right now. So, also, it looks a little weird, I guess because of the lighting. I'm still trying to work on getting the lighting down pat because it keeps changing. As you can probably tell, I'm filming this just for whatever is like brought up in the video. Sometimes it works like that. I did just add a little bit more, concentrating some of it here on this outer corner and then dragging it in. So that way the focus is the outer corner and everything else has just been blended from that shade. So I do have two different eye shapes, so sometimes it's going to look a little different, and there's nothing I can do about that. So I know it's this foundation. Black is wanting to cling a little bit right here, but I know it's the foundation because I used a different foundation last time. One of the last times I used this palette and it didn't do that. So I know that's what it is. I haven't had any problems with any of the blending with these eyeshadows. I've played with this multiple times now. So just trying to get the eye looks to be about as even though, like I had said before, I have, and like many people do, I have two different eye shapes, so it can be hard for the eye looks to look exactly the same because one of my eyes is more hooded than the other, one is more almond than the other. Like this eye is more like a standard eye. This one, it comes in a little bit more. So, and it's not as quite as round. It's more almond shape. That's fine. We are not perfect. So I think I want to go ahead and play around with, let's see, oh gosh. There's so much I could do. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and use this shade Spacesuit, which is right here. It is a duo to trichrome. As you can see, it kind of looks like a reddish color here, but sometimes when you twist it, it's bronze. So, whew. I see. Hold on one second. I'm going to see if I can move it closer. There we go. You can kind of see. It's super reflective. Like, especially standing out against that matte black, which is kind of looking gray, because of how I blended it out. Try to see if that could help. So, oh my gosh. What I'm seeing right here in the mirror is just insane. And I think like the light is washing it out, so it's not looking as intense as it is right now. Like this is one swipe pigment and it looks just completely opaque and beautiful. I'm gonna have to take some pictures for you all to see this. Like I'm just like, whoa. Okay. I dab just a little bit of put that cream back on there because I accidentally touched it. Just a little bit of Solar Rain in the inner corner. But my goodness, like, that's so crazy. Okay, so I went ahead and did the same thing to the other eye. Now I'm barely touching back into the black with the same brush that I used in the beginning, just to kind of darken up that corner a little bit and blend a little bit where those two colors. It's a little hard to work with because it's a cream, and we're going back in with the powder. But if you're careful and you're just like touching it lightly, like I'm not like swirling it back and forth, I'm just like kind of dabbing it on. And it'll kind of blend. So you go ahead and put a little bit of Solar Rain on the inside, just like I did the other one. And Solar Rain is complements Spacesuit so much because Solar Rain's kind of almost like a powder version of it. And so, like right now, yeah, you can see that right there. That's what my whole eyelid looks like, but like crazy in person. It's so metallic. So let's see. I'm going to try and use Strawberry Moon. I already got all these pinks going. Let me see. Strawberry Moon. Ooh, unexpected, but very pretty. I'm trying to like get it to where y'all can see it. Like, that's the thing. This is something like in person, or if you're like rich and got better equipment than I do, like it's taking this look to a whole new level, and I'm here for it. Like it's something so unique. Like I've never done anything like this before. Okay, And I kind of want to keep going wild. Like, do I want to use like some bright green or something crazy? No. Tone it down. Because there's Galaxy in here, which is like a teal, but it reflects purple. And for the lip color that I think I'm going to do, I don't, if I think it might be too much. So I'm going in with Aurora, which is kind of like a beautiful metallic purple shade. Got a little bit of fallout with that one, but that's because I also like just went in with like a really stiff brush. So it's kind of like digging into the pigment a little bit. Yeah, this light is washing out these colors some fierce. I'll have to figure out what to do. Okay. Funny enough, my eyes are not watering this time. Last time I did it, it made, like, it intensified. Like, these would be gorgeous wet. I don't need to use them wet because I use a cream shade on my lid. But underneath, it would make this purple, like, even more metallic. But it didn't do it. Oop. My bad. Huh. You can see my clean laundry over there needing to be put away. So, there we go. Looks like that. And I'm going to take that same flat shader brush, go back in with Strawberry Moon, which is a white reflect pink highlighter that I just used, and kind of go down here a little bit with it. Because, oh gosh, that is so pretty. Have you ever had an eyeshadow that's just like, sorry if I've been covering it up, but that's what I was just placing it there. Have you ever had an eyeshadow that is just like so pretty? You're like, okay, this is gonna sound weird, but I want to, like, you want to dip your body in it. You're just like, this is the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen. That's me right now with these shades. So I'm just reaching over to my makeup stand to see. We got a bunch of colorful eyeliners. See what kind of purple. I think we'll do the same thing we did last time. Is this metallic? No. I need a metallic purple eyeliner. Who the hell am I? Okay. So we're going to use this one. This is the closest thing I have to it. And I'm going to tight line my lower lash line. And then the top line I'm going to go in with black. But hopefully this will make that purple pop more. Yeah, buddy. So it's like so interesting. Like the kind of look I've gone. It's like purple and bronze and pink. There we go. That's like one lash that don't want to behave on my lower lash line. Okay, so I felt a little adventurous and more adventurous. And instead of doing a cat eye with a black liner, I have a purple liner. And so I went ahead and did that, so play up the purples, which kind of helps emphasize the bronze and the pink too. Goes together really well. So I'm getting ready to just curl my lashes because I'm going to put on some falsies. Got another video I'm going to be filming after this. And we're going to go in with this is just one that I use every day if I don't care because I'm just throwing on lashes. The 3D Black from MAC. So just an everyday. It does the job. It doesn't lengthen. It doesn't really volumize. I mean, I guess it separates really good. And adds pigment. I guess it adds a little bit of length now that I'm looking at it. It's just, I usually have lashes over top of it, so yeah, it's definitely a lengthener. Actually, it's not doing too bad at volumizing too. I lied on accident, like I didn't lie on purpose. So I'm just going to switch it over to the other eye. I don't put a whole, when I'm going to wear lashes, I don't put a lot of coats of mascara because there's no point if your eyelashes are going to be covering it up anyway. It's just, I curled them enough so that they blend in, and I'm putting enough pigment on them so that they also blend in and you can't tell. I mean, let's be real, we can always tell, but so yeah, actually looks really nice. Okay, which I don't know why I sounded surprised. Most of MAC's products, their eyeshadows can be hit and miss, but their pigments and their glitters and their lip products and brush, everything is good. But that's just me running on a tangent. I'm just mumbling. So for bottom lashes, I have the Mega Length by Wet n Wild. I have a waterproof version in there too that's really good. This is just a super skinny wand, so it's really good for getting down in there and getting those lower lashes. And it doesn't volumize them, but it does have plenty of color, and it separates them, so it looks like, and fans them out. So it brings to attention like how many you actually have. So it makes them more present because mine are super light in color, so you can never tell that they're there anyway, unless we're like up close in pictures. Last time I covered up a lot of what I was doing by the mirror, even though I was describing what I was doing. I want you all to be able to see too. There we go. So now you can kind of see with the eyeliner, the shape of my eyes is somewhat similar, but of course, like, I tried to get it as close as I could. Okay, I've already got my brows on. I'm going to go ahead and put my lashes on and be right back. And it looks like Luna came to join the video. She loves watching what I do. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. If I'm working, cleaning, washing dishes, going to the bathroom, she's always there. So, I've got the lashes on. We're going to go ahead and add just a touch of bronzer. Just a touch. I got Hoola on a fluffy brush. And I'm just I've like barely touched it. You can see it's already added plenty of color to my face. I need to get Hoola Light. But at the same time, like, I don't want to waste this one. And it came in a palette. It's a blush palette. Of course, this is the only shade of bronzer that's in it. Because I don't think when this, I don't know, was Hoola? Maybe Hoola Light was out. It's just, I really wanted this blush palette because I liked multiple blushes that were in here. Like all the blushes that are in here now, but at the time I really wanted it for California and Dandelion. So, just adding a little bit to the perimeters of my face. Just gives me a little bit of warmth and dimension. Just a tad. So I'm not going to sculpt my face because I'm round. Come on now. Alright. So next what we're doing is we're going to go ahead and I've got the Rouge Romance palette from Jaclyn Hill. And I think there's a shade in here called Living Lush. We're going to see what that looks like. Okay. It's like, wait a second. How pigmented is it? Yeah, it's got some color. I'm just lightly touching it, like really super lightly. Only touched it twice. That's all I'm doing for this one cheek. Using a Wet n Wild angled brush I love. It's so soft. This little $1, now $2 angle brush. This palette is beautiful. Dipped in it twice. Going into the other cheek. So funny because underneath, like, I have the worst rosacea. So, like, I literally look like Mrs. Claus all year round. And here I am covering it up just to put more color back. But it's all about the placement of color. Like, where you want it to be. Perfect. Okay. So, actually, a tad bit more on this one. Because I want a little bit more ham on it. The other one. There we go. Looks better. And then I want to use one of my new liquid lips. It's kind of vampy. Not kind of, it is. It's from Notoriously Morbid. It's in the shade Druidess. And this is like it's supposed to be like a dark red. And it does. It kind of almost like purple. But on the website it looked red, unless I'm starting to go colorblind. Okay, I guess I'm starting to go colorblind. Oh well. Okay, it's kind of an oxblood. And here I am, living on the wild side of life, not even using a liner and going in with these dark shades. My lip is a little dry. But even though my lip is dry, like, it doesn't make my lips look dry. So that's cool. And it is, like, it's like an oxblood, but with, like, a berry base. It's super, like, a purple. Super interesting. I know I look weird talking like that. Okay. Okay. And it's pretty opaque. I'm not using much pigment. Like, I'm, like, not using much product. The stopper gets a lot of the product off, so you don't even have to worry about it. Oh my gosh, this lip, with, like, as I'm looking down, that whole inner corner is reflecting, and that shade with this lip, like, what the it is gorgeous. And, like, even if it wasn't my face, I would be like, this is freaking gorgeous. Oh my goodness. What are you doing, Linda? Okay. I don't trust her. She's the mischievous one out of the two. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Okay. I really like that. Maybe it was just the lighting the girl was in when she took the picture. Because I thought this was a clear color. Unless maybe I bought the wrong shade. I don't know. But, wow. Ooh. Ooh. It's really pretty. It's really pretty. Okay, so this is the look, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed this video, as I pretty much rambled my way through it. I really recommend getting this Danessa Myricks palette. And try out Notoriously Morbid, too. They're an indie brand. They got some really cool, interesting shades that are different and gorgeous. And they also dabble into the trichromes and duochrome world, too. So I definitely want to, in the future, order more from them. But as for right now, I think this is good. Also, I love this chain necklace. It's from a company called Shine. Damn. I was sent this for, like, reviewing purposes and stuff, but this is, like, it's from it's something to do with Shine. I'll put some information down below. But I just got this in the mail today, and it's like a different kind of chain link necklace, And like I'm so feeling it, especially with this look. Like this black, this is kind of like, I don't know, like almost witchy, vampy look. I'm here for it. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Now I'm done. Stay tuned for the next one where I'm going to be doing a haul. I've got a bunch of stuff over on this table. But it's an Ipsy Glamback X box. Yeah. So stay tuned for that one and we'll see what's inside. So if you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit the notification bell so you can see when I post, and have a good one. Bye. This is just an up close, so you can kind of see the colors I was working with today. Yes, my skin is not perfect. I'm super dry. I got some texture. And I need to pluck my brows, girl.